you have probably been jumping from one thing to another for a very long time now, right? Maybe you try to, okay, once and for all, I'm going to start read the Quran. I don't have the Mus'haf here. I wanted to show you. Once for all, I want to start read the Quran every single day. Sure, maybe it works for a couple of days and then you just stop and you have no idea why. Or maybe you're trying to get in shape, trying to get rid of that big belly, try to get bigger biceps, and you get this motivation. You watch these videos and mashallah, buy these gym membership and whatever, right? Or dumbbells you want to work out from home. And then you do it for 1 week and then you stop. And again, you have no idea why. But in this video, I'm going to tell you why. And I'm going to tell you what you need. And it's very simple. You need 3 friends in your life to make sure that whatever you do in terms of fitness, in terms of Islam, in terms of family, everything you need right now to fix your lifestyle comes down to these 3 friends that you don't have right now, but you will get them. However, disclaimer here, it's not like any other friend you might think of. These 3 friends are not even real people, okay? No, you want to become consistent. And in order to become consistent, you need the 3 companions of consistency. And now when I have your attention, I want to start off with mentioning a very beautiful and important hadith, kind of just describe what we're talking about right now. So we want to get it consistent, right? We want to consistently lose weight. We want to consistently start working out. We want to consistently read the Quran, memorize the Quran. Because these things it's not something you can do overnight, right? It's something you need to do for a very long time, even maybe for the rest of your life, to make sure that it sticks. So there's one hadith I have in mind, and it's the hadith where the Prophet ﷺ mentions the prayer. So when he talks about the prayer, he says that you should pray it while standing up. If you're unable, you sit down. And if you're unable to do that, you lie down. It might not be very clear when you look at it, on the surface, you're like, wait, hold on, Simon, this doesn't even make sense. How can I be consistent with, working out? And you're talking about a hadith that has nothing to do with workout. I know it sounds weird, but listen to this. Concept of the 3 companions of consistency can be found in this hadith. The first companion is structure, having a sort of structure and a plan. Looking at the 5 daily prayers, doing them on a daily basis, you already have a structure. You know when you got to do them, you know how you got to do them. So structure means knowing when and how you're supposed to do something. If you don't even have that, it's very hard to be consistent at all. And this is unfortunately what I see with a lot of people right now. When they go to the gym or they're going to work out, they have no idea what they're doing. They, go on YouTube and try to search a video, workout, whatever, or Google, and have no idea what they're doing. So that's number 1. You need structure. Number 2 is you need flexibility. This hadith shows that the prayer is not something you have to do in a certain way no matter what happens, right? When you're sick, it might be hard to stand up. For example, I was sick a couple of days ago. I could not stand up. I was too sick. So I had to sit down. Alhamdulillah, I'm better by the will of Allah. I had to sit down on a chair, right? And you might see elderly people, even young people nowadays, unfortunately, with a big belly, they cannot even go down, Allahu musta'an, to do sujood. You see them sitting on chairs in the masjid, right? So this comes down to being flexible in the things you got to do, even the prayer. Sometimes you got to sit down, sometimes you lie down because you're in hospital or something. May Allah protect us. And there are other things as well. If you talk about the prayer, when you're when you're traveling, you can shorten the prayer. Instead of praying dhuhr 4 rakat, you pray 2 rakat, right? Or you can combine prayers. You can combine dhuhr and asr and pray them together, right? So this is the flexibility you need, because if something's going to be consistent for the rest of your life, you need to be flexible. Because if it's either all or nothing that you're probably doing right now, that's why you're failing. You're trying to do that diet, all in or all out. You're not going to be consistent. So you don't forget it. First companion, structure. You need to have a plan, how to do it and when to do it. Second companion of consistency is to have flexibility. Be flexible. You're going to have bad days and good days. So make sure to count them in your plan, right? And thirdly, you need accountability. Because at the end of the day, when you stand up for prayer, who are you praying to? Who are you praying for, right? You are standing up to pray or sitting down, whatever that might be your condition, to pray to the one who created you, who created everything around you, who created this universe we're living in and created the purpose we're living for. So isn't that enough accountability? Isn't that a way to understand that, hold on, if we got to do something, there needs to be a purpose and there needs to be a reckoning. There need to be consequences if we're not doing it. And we know the first thing we're going to be asked about on the day of judgment is our prayer. If the prayer was good, the rest of our deeds will be good. If it was bad, you know what's going to happen. And if We're not even talking about if you're not even praying in first place, like long stand. If you're not praying now, like start praying, please, on time, every single day. That's more important than this video. But to emphasize, accountability needs to be there because you cannot rely on yourself that you can do the things you said you're supposed to do by yourself, having no one to check up on you to see if you're doing the right thing, right? That's why you see a lot of Muslims, they come to the West, maybe to Sweden, where I'm from, and they start slacking. They start seeing all the sins and the fitna everywhere, and they stop praying on time. Maybe they go to work, no Muslims inside, they're the only one there. They're gonna get weakened in their heart. That's why there's so much emphasis in our religion to stay together, be in a community, like get that support you need, because you cannot rely on yourself. On your worst days, you need someone to push you. You need someone to reach out a helping hand when you need it, right? And obviously we have a lot to be accountable to. We need to have that accountability system. And trust me, there's a lot of things I want to mention here. For example, the transformation pyramid I talk with my clients about, and there's a lot of things, but I don't want to go too deep into this. Maybe make another video if you want. You can comment down below. Or if you want to check it out yourself, the 5-pillar protocol I teach my clients, you can actually click the first link in the description. I'm going to put a link there to another video I made on YouTube about the 5-pillar protocol, which teaches you about fixing your eating, fixing your exercising, fixing your habits, your daily habits, fixing your mindset, and getting the support you need to be accountable, to be consistent. All of these 5 in the light of Islam, what we can find there to help us to apply this in our life. Because that's what you need to do. You need to fix your body, your physical self. You need to fix your spiritual self, your nafs, your mental health, your spirituality, your relationship with Allah, right? So that 5-pillar protocol is what I teach my clients. And I made a video about it, so you can apply it in your own life. Try to apply it, inshallah. And if you cannot do that yourself, maybe you can reach out to me. I'll see if I can help you. Nevertheless, check that out if you want to know more about this. But to kind of summarize it again, the 3 companions of consistency is probably the most important thing you need in your life. Because it's not about the plans you do. It's not about the diets you do. It's not about whatever goals you have. I heard a very beautiful quote the other day. And this guy, he said that you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall down to the level of your habits. And if you're not even consistent with the habits you need, what are you falling down to? Because you're probably going to fall down really hard. And that's where you see burnout. That's where you see procrastination. And that's where you see you're going to get out of shape. And you're going to get further away from Allah because you're not consistent. So the 3 companions of consistency. Make sure to have some kind of structure. Know when to do it and how to do it. And be flexible about it. Have the flexibility. Count in the bad days and the good days, because they are inevitably going to come, because that's how Allah tests you. And thirdly, have accountability. Have some kind of support system in your life. Have someone that can push you in the right way, in the right direction. If you have questions, you can ask them for help and they will guide you. So those are the 3 companions of consistency. I mean, try to implement it yourself, whatever you're struggling with right now. If it is about reading Quran every day, or going to the gym, or, staying track on your diet, see if you can get these 3 companions of consistency in your life and see what happens. And if you want to see more videos like this, improving yourself as a Muslim, physically and spiritually, consistently, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will be very happy if you do. And see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.